Hello and welcome everyone. I'm so glad to have you back for session number 3 of our course Database Design and Implementation. Today we are getting into the foundation of interacting with databases. The title of our session today is SQL Basics. Before we jump into the hands-on SQL comments, let me walk you through what we are going to cover today. First, we will talk about what SQL is and why it's essential when working with MySQL. Then we will learn how to create and switch between databases. You will also discover how to view existing databases and tables, which is important when working on real systems. We will introduce 4 fundamental SQL comments: create, use, show, and drop. And finally, we will wrap it up with a practical hands-on task using MySQL Workbench. By this way, you can apply what you have learned. So keep your MySQL Workbench ready and let's begin. Let's start by answering a simple but a very important question. What's SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It's the standard language used to interact with relational databases. In other words, whenever you need to talk to a database, whether to add data, get data, or manage users, you will use SQL. Here are some of the things SQL allows you to do. Create databases and tables, insert, update and delete data, retrieve and filter information, manage users and their permissions. SQL is supported by almost every modern relational database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and more. So if you are planning to work with data, SQL is the most important, used, and it's easier than you think. Now let's explore a useful SQL command, show databases. This command does exactly what it says. It lists all the databases currently available on your MySQL server. Why is this helpful? It lets you see what databases already exist, so you avoid accidentally creating duplicates or same databases with same names. It's a great way to check if your database was successfully created. It also helps when switching between databases. Here you can see this semicolon. It's used to indicate the end of the SQL statement. In tools like MySQL Workbench, it helps the system understand that your command is complete and ready to be executed. Okay, and now let's talk about the first step in working with any database system, creating a database. The command is very simple, so we can just write create database followed by the name of this database. For example, here we have university, semicolon. Okay, this will create a new empty database called university. Okay, but how should you name your database? Here are a few naming rules and best practice you should follow. Don't add spaces between names. For example, here you cannot write university space name of one university. Okay. If you want to name your database with 2 words, you need to attach them with underscore. Don't start with numbers. Avoid using reserved SQL keywords like select, order, group, etc. Why? Because they have special meaning in SQL. But if you still want to use a reserved word, in this case, you need to write it like this. For example, here we have create database. The name of the database is select. So what we can do to use the same like reserved word in SQL, we need to add this word between these 2 backticks. Here we have another example, order. Order is also a reserved word. So if we want to use it as name of table or database, also we need to write this word between 2 backticks. These are backticks, not the normal quotation, simple quotation or double quotation. They are backticks. Here I also used them for ID. ID is not a reserved word, but just I wanted to tell you that you can add the name inside these 2 backticks. It's not a problem, even if it's not a reserved word. But for the reserved word, we are forced to write them between these 2 backticks. By this way, we are telling MySQL, hey, I know select is normally a command, but here I am using it as a name. But it's better to avoid that, so don't use reserved word as names. We have a lot of words to use as names of databases or tables. And now let's continue. Once you have created your database, the next step is to start using it. And for that, we use the use command. The syntax of this command is very simple, as you can see here. Use university. By this way, you are telling MySQL, from now on, all SQL statements I run should apply on the database called university. Why is this important? Because without selecting a database, you cannot create tables or insert data. MySQL won't know where to apply your comments. Okay, so the use command sets the active database context for your session. Then any create, table, insert, select, etc. Will now apply to the selected database until you switch to another one. One tip, always in the beginning run show databases and then use the one you want to work on. Always end with a semicolon. It tells the SQL engine the statement is complete. And now, if we want, after like we chose a database, if we want to see what do we have like tables, we can use this command, show tables, semicolon, as usual. But for the moment, we will not find anything because we didn't create tables yet in the university database. Then we have the command that should always be used with extreme caution, which is the drop database. This command permanently deletes an entire database and everything inside it, all the tables, everything. Okay. The syntax is also very, very simple. Drop database, and you need to write the name of database. For example, university, semicolon. Okay, but its effect is irreversible. Once you run it, you lose all the data, all the tables, everything. Why you need to be careful? There is no undo in MySQL. This isn't like deleting a file and sending it to the recycle bin and then retake it again. If you accidentally run this on a production database, you could wipe out years of work. So be careful, don't execute this command before checking everything. Then now I can say we have learned the core SQL commands, and let's put them into practice. In this task, we will walk through a complete workflow using MySQL Workbench. Here's what we will do step by step. We will create a database named university using the create database statement. Switch to this database using use university. Check the tables inside it. Okay. Finally, delete the database to clean up your environment. Drop database university. We can name this the life cycle of a database. So create, work with it, view its structure, and remove it safely when done. And now let's apply this exercise in MySQL Workbench. When you open MySQL for the first time, you will find here this local instance MySQL. It's already existing connection to the server. So let's just use it now, and I will tell you how we can create a new one, like special one related to you. So when we access to this connection, for the first time we will be asked about the password, the one which you used when you created, when you installed the server. So after writing the password and accessing in this connection, you will be in this interface. Let me present a little bit this interface. Here in the middle, we have this big area. Inside, we can write our SQL code. So here we will write the code. Here we have the management side. We have here the performance dashboard, instance management, server status, client connections, and everything. Okay, sorry, I clicked on one of them, the data export. Okay. Here we will see the result of the code, the output. Here in this area, different results. Here the output, if it's done or not, if we have errors or not. And the output, I mean the results, will be in this area. You will see this later. Here it's something to help you, but I think this area should be will be active when you have full version of MySQL. Okay, from here we can hide or show the different parts of the interface. For example, Like this, we can hide everything if you prefer to work on a clean page, and whenever you want you can re-add them like this. Okay, and now let's start with our first statement. Let's show the databases that we have already on the server. So I will write the first statement, which is show database. Always when you start to write, you will find MySQL will propose to you some statements that you can use. I will use show then. Okay, the statement is show databases, but you can see that here we have this X in red. It means until now my statement is not correct. Okay, I will start to write the second part, data. Look here, we have only one option, databases. So you should write databases. Okay, now the statement is correct, but I told you it's better to add this semicolon. Okay, and now to execute, you should click on this button, execute. Okay, so here the output, it's done with the time. This is our first statement. Okay, and here we have the results. We have several databases already existing in the server. We have these 4 databases. Okay, now we will not work on this connection. So to close the connection, we can just click on this. Oh. Let's create a new connection. I will create one. Just click on this plus. Here you need to write the name of the connection. You can write as you want, like name. I will write first, or write test. Okay. And now let's access to this connection. You will be asked about the password. So write your password. Okay, I will delete this because I have it already. Sorry. Okay, so now we will start with our exercise. We will create a new database. Create. Database. Okay, you will see always what you should do. I will name it university. Semicolon. And now let's execute. Create. Everything is okay. So if you want to add statement after this, you need to remove this first one, because if I do like this, use university and execute again, the MySQL will start from the beginning. It will recreate another university, another database, and this database is already existing, so you will have errors. For that, you can delete this and write use university. Use the name of the database. Now use university. We are using this database. Then let's show the tables. Show tables. Tables in university. It's empty. We don't have anything. Okay. Now, if I write show databases, you can see that we have the already existing databases in the server, and now we have university, our new database. Okay, last thing in the exercise was remove this database. Now we will remove the database. How? We can write drop database and the name university. Okay. Let's check here if it's done. Yeah, you can see here drop university. And now let's show again the databases. Now we don't have university, it was deleted. That was everything of our session of today. See you next time. Bye bye.